No feelings can fuck off, you non-binary bitch. Telling everyone we're wrong while you sexualize kids. Keep your pronouns in your pants, this ain't the time or place. Unless you think you can dance, I'll punch that confused face. My pronoun is pimp, the heavens proclaim. My pronoun is pimp.
Pronoun is pimp. I want to have a word about this Hawk tuah girl.
Oh.
Here, Rolling Stone. Yeah, like they haven't any integrity left. We had breakfast with Hawk tuah girl. They could have said her name, but the national hero we need. Because we need him to spit on that thing, I guess.
Ew.
She went viral for a sex joke. I doubt she was joking. But Haley Welch is much more a charming Gen Z Dolly Parton who's rightfully become America's sweetheart.
Oh, wait a minute. Dolly can sing and she can write and she's an actress.
Yeah.
She's an activist. She writes her
Songwriter,
own,
yeah.
Yeah, she does all that.
And big jugs, but anyway.
And she wouldn't be caught dead making a joke like this.
Yeah. This is tactless, tasteless, which I get it. You're having some fun. You answer some things raunchy and, it's all in good fun. What I don't understand is people's reaction to it.
I don't either. I really don't.
First, we're going to look at her talking in an interview, get a little bit of insight on her.
Been dropped out of school for like a year or two.
Okay, so this was
But I don't quit my job. I said peace.
So now is like you're going to go to LA, you're going to go to New York.
Oh yeah.
Do you think you see yourself like starting your own type of like show or podcast, or are you just going to be like an internet personality?
I think we're going to do like a show, and then we're just going to be like on a bunch of podcasts and everything else in between.
Cool.
Yeah.
So kind of just figuring out as you go.
Oh yeah, there's more to come. Don't worry. There's more to come.
She has the whole team. It's so
Right.
crazy. It happened. The internet is insane. Your
Oh,
life
yeah.
changed overnight.
It really did.
Yeah.
For sure.
Are people coming out of the woodworks now? Like, what are your friends back home like? Are they treating you differently? Are they like being bitches about it, or are they?
They're
like,
really supportive.
Oh,
like,
good.
I've had maybe one or two that have had some nasty comments about it, because the comments I've got from it, I don't even know these people, but I know they're like from my area.
Mm-hmm.
But all the mamas and all my friends and everything else that know me personally, they've attacked that ass. Let me just tell you, it's just been, I can't even tell you.
So
It's just
everyone's
great.
loving it.
Oh yeah.
Where are you from? Like, where did you grow up? You
I
don't have to
grew
say
up
where,
in
but-
Belfast, Tennessee.
Okay.
I've lived there for 20 years, and that's just.
Are you
where
like
I'm
super
from.
country?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I can tell by the voice.
Yeah, that was a little bit about her. Apparently, she's from some town in Tennessee. She had a spring job in some factory, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm happy for anybody who gets a touch of fame out of nowhere, out of nothing. I'm happy for that, but not for the source material. I mean, here she is. She wants to start a podcast. She thinks she's famous.
But
And it's as Southerners might say, it's a flash in the pan.
yeah, it's nothing. But okay, what can she do other than make that joke? She's a one-trick pony.
Well, maybe she has talent. I don't know. But the fact that they're boosting her up on this pedestal over a dick joke,
Well, if anybody else had said the same thing, they'd be thrown under the bus.
Okay, check this out.
Okay.
Haley Welch, better known as Hawk Tuah Girl, now has a TikTok. And she was able to amass over 69,000 followers in less than 8 hours. Her profile picture is a photo of her and Zach Bryan's girlfriend, Brianna Chicken Fry. She also made a post using that same photo of Brianna that said that she will
Chicken
start her
Fry?
own Hawk Tuah podcast once she hits 10,000 followers, and to hit that follow button to get more Hawk Tuah tips. On Saturday, Haley was seen at the Zach Bryan concert on stage where she screamed her Hawk Tuah battle cry to thousands of fans. Haley went viral for a funny street interview last week where she was asked what is the one trick in bed that drives a man crazy every time. And she replied with, "You gotta Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing," which sparked her newfound catchphrase, Hawk Tuah. Haley is said to have made $65,000 from merchandise bearing the new catchphrase. The slogan Hawk Tuah 24 spit on that thing now appears on hats made by Fathead Threads and will run you $32.70. But you can get Haley's autograph on the brim for $43.70.
You gotta give him that hawk too and spit on that thing. You get me?
Okay, this girl, he won't remember her in a couple months.
That is true.
Now, it's good that she is getting a touch of fame, but there's gonna be a lot of bad to go. They've ruined this girl.
Well, the only reason she's
You gotta understand, they've ruined her. They got her hopes and dreams up. She feels like she's skyrocketing.
yeah.
She's gonna have a lot of big name people, very rich people bringing her in and using and abusing her.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the case here, but Shaquille O'Neal, giant black dude, basketball player.
Yeah.
Like, he invited her over to give her business advice. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, who knows? But it's fishy.
Yeah.
It's sketchy at best. So, yeah, this girl is taking off. And she's going to launch her own podcast. Here she gets paid $30,000 to judge a contest.
The only reason, and I hate to say this, the only reason she's getting any attention is because she's young and blonde.
Well, I honestly think, now I could be wrong, but I think it appeals to, they're used to people having OnlyFans and they're just, putting it out there and putting it out there and I don't know how it works. The dollar here, dollar there, $10. I don't know, but they're slinging it, right?
Yeah.
This unknown girl, she's young, she's blonde, she's country. I think it honestly appeals to the girl next door, dumb country girl, kind of like everybody wants, and she talks real dirty.
Yeah.
I think it's that.
Yeah, me too.
But they're going to ruin this girl because they've put her on a pedestal and she's going to fall hard.
Well, what she could do is with all that money she's making, she could educate herself and do stuff with that money to help other people and
she
all
had
kind of stuff.
No social media.
Yeah.
And suddenly she hit 1 million Instagram followers, which to me that doesn't mean anything, but the point is this girl, okay, do all the drugs in the world, it doesn't compare to what that fame gives you.
Yeah, but
when you fall from that,
that's going to be hard because what's going to happen after the fame dies? Because internet stars are a dime a dozen,
And then there's this. Her father is I believe, a preacher.
Hello, my name
that's
is
her
Clarence,
dad?
and I am Haley, the Hawk 2 girl's father. I'm pleading with you, the internet, to stop sharing the video of my daughter. It's become a living hell for me and her mother and her grandmother. At work, people send me the video all the time. I decided to retire, and at my retirement party last night, they gave me a genitalia cake. It was in the shape of a man's member, and everyone there had spat on it. So, Haley, I just want to say, this is why I thought when you were young, we shouldn't have gotten you dance lessons, and please come home.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that her preacher father says you are ruining your family, and basically you're making a mockery of me, and everyone is literally mocking me.
Yeah. They gave him
And she is getting a flash in the pan. She gets a touch of money, not rich person money, but or a poor person is like, hey, this is big money, and they're pumping her head with ideas.
Yeah.
For a dirty joke, basically.
Yeah.
And now she's gonna get all puffed up and she's gonna fall from that pedestal.
Yeah.
Not to mention the kind of role model she's gonna become to, so many people. I don't, maybe a small amount, maybe a large amount, but it's ugly. is thoroughly ugly. Now, I'm glad she found some fame, but that's not the way to do it. No. I'm sure she just, responded in a jokingly way when the interviewer was interviewing her.
Yeah, it was a joke. I get that.
And she didn't choose to get famous from that. It's more of a reflection on society than it is her, but it is both.
Yeah. Well, they gave her dad a R-rated, X-rated cake,
And all
they
spat
spit
on
on it
They all spat on it.
for his retirement. I mean,
Oh,
come
hell no.
on.
Mm.
Come on. But, it's not all her
And
fault.
telling her, please come home. You're hurting the family.
Yeah.
Yeah, this girl needs to realize she could use this flash in the pan as an advantage, or she could ride it out for a couple of months and get burnt out and no one would care who she is anymore.
True. She should take that money and help her family with it. Or use it for college, invest in stuff, something.
But, dirty limericks or however you want to refer to it, it's not going to get you anywhere unless she is, by some miracle, a genius comedian, which if she is, great. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, me too. We've told dirty jokes ever since we were little kids. That don't.
Yeah, I've had aspirations to be a comedian, but I don't really know if I have it in me. I'm jaded, I'm cynical, and I have a temper, so.
You got to get drunk first.
Yeah, and any art that you have to get medicated for, you probably shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, true. But I just hate to see it because I know what's coming. She's going to be left out in the dirt. Her family is begging her to come home. It's just,
Tuah.
oh, good Lord.
And she's going to be branded that forever.
Yep, that's it.
You know how many men's going to be asking her to spit on their thing?
Ew.
That girl's going to be harassed, possibly,
She's going to get hurt.
yeah,
I'm afraid.
in bad ways. Well, that's all the time we have for this one.
Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you on the next one.